brightest day and blackest man, Aziz is here with another drawing. Today's fan art is the Green Lantern, or lanterns. You'll see what I mean later on. So, as usual, we'll start off with the sketching. As you can see, I did a decent number of iterations as to how I wanted this composition to appear. And I don't know. I feel like I should probably start using that technique where artists will typically have their compositions in thumbnail format first and then draw it out. Whereas for me, it's kind of I sketch it, and then if I like it enough, I'll continue on with it. But I don't know. Maybe I'll try that out with the next video or fan art, me attempting multiple thumbnails instead of just covering up the entire canvas with one large sketch. With the line art, as you can see, it's a little bit more loose. It's a little closer to the way that comic books typically will have their line art set up. They'll still have their hierarchy of line weights, but it varies a lot more compared to what I've been doing in the past with the line art, where it's typically consistent, or at least the change in variant. The variance in its line weight isn't as drastic. But I don't know, I kind of liked the way that it looked, and something about it that I didn't really understand until afterwards was how fast I was able to do the line weight because I wanted to go for that style. And so I'm kind of going about my merry way with drawing this, do my typical hatching, shading, trying to make things look based in realism with how light hits it, but still giving it that comic book, almost like graphic style of shading. And so when I got to about here, I wasn't really keeping track of how long it was taking. I was just kind of, going with the flow, using the light of the Green Lantern's ring as the main source of light. Had a rim light because I wanted it to be set at nighttime. And I think I used the dodge layer. Yeah, color dodge for the green. And so I was able to get these really nice contrasts and colors and cool lighting. Because one thing that I haven't really been doing a lot with my drawings lately is using a lot of cool colors. And so a viewer suggested that I try the Green Lantern, and I was like, okay, that's probably a good way to approach that. So right around here, this is when I found out I was recording it, and I looked at the time code, and it told me 1 hour 56 minutes. And so I was kind of surprised, because I was like, there's no way this took me under 2 hours. Because at this point, I thought this was when I was going to finish the drawing. Like I was done with it. But I was like, no, that's too short. Like it felt like, the other drawings, they took at least 3, 4, 5 hours. So I was like, there's something else I got to do to this that makes it, a little bit longer. So I decided to do another Green Lantern. So you'll see me start sketching it in the back right there. So initially, the Green Lantern in front was based off of John Stewart. Typically with John Stewart's suit, he'll have the black part of his suit start cutting at the chest, whereas Hal Jordan, he'll have his kind of located at his armpits and covering his arm. And so it's a very subtle but noticeable difference in their suits. So that's what I wanted to go for, with distinguishing which one is which without actually like showing you their faces. And so adding that second Green Lantern was like my kind of solution to, we can make this a little bit longer. But I think the reason why was not only the line art, but as well as the detail in the costumes that made it so fast with this drawing. But as usual, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully there'll be more fan art to come. And also check my Instagram. I'm doing Inktober.